Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel, We're the Movie Couple. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And we're about to watch the trailer for, this is a documentary feature based on the late Robin Williams. And there was an email that we received that had like a very nice statement from the director, from his wife. And basically this is going to kind of follow his... Well, I don't want to jump into it too much. I don't want to read into it too much. I already know what it's going to be about.
It's a documentary about like the end days of Robin, like the last year or so of Robin Williams' life.
And really kind of taking a look at the mental illness, I guess. So there's a lot more into it. We're hoping that the trailer is going to tell you more than what we can tell you, just because we don't want to start describing it before we jump into it. So let's go ahead and watch it. And this is going to be available on VOD come, I believe, September 1st.
And I find this really interesting too, because there's so much things that we don't really know about what happened around the last year of Robin Williams' life, because it was for so long very, very secret.
Well, it's personal.
Yeah, and it's very, very personal
secret.
too.
Yeah, they want to keep it personal. And two, there was a lot more that they were able, and you'll see, I think, from watching this. We haven't watched it yet either, but just kind of from reading the press email that went out, it looks like they were able to kind of understand a lot more after his death. So you'll see, and I'm hoping that we will get some answers as well. Okay, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robin Williams!
Yay!
What's your brain doing when 10,000 people are laughing their heads off?
I'm not a tuna!
The human brain is, an extraordinary 3.5-pound gland.
Go get him, you little crazy guy!
The moment you think you understand it, it comes out with something else.
Oh, that's the show that you had with Sarah Michelle
Breaking
Gellar.
news, actor Robin Williams is dead at the age of 63.
They believe that the Bay Area resident committed suicide.
There was a lot of media speculation.
On Robin Williams' mind before his death, money.
He's broke, or he's depressed, or he's just given up.
The last movie was clear to all of us on that set that something was going on with Robin.
There was something eroding within him.
I was called in to go over the coroner's report. It was the beginning of understanding what had really gone on.
Yep.
My husband had unknowingly been battling a deadly disease.
Lewy Body Dementia is a devastating illness, increases anxiety, self-doubt, causes delusions that have never been present in someone.
So terrible.
Oh, wow.
Nearly every region of his brain was under attack. He experienced himself disintegrating.
I remember him saying to me, I don't know what's going on, I'm not me anymore.
It really amazed me that Robin could walk or move at all. People who are incredibly brilliant can tolerate degenerative diseases better. Robin Williams was a genius.
So imagine...
He was always able to power through it. And he'd become this guy that you knew, remembered, and loved.
The way that he was able to battle the inner turmoils, he was a
mighty
freaking
beard.
warrior.
It no longer feels loyal to be silent about it, but maybe more loyal to share.
He was blessed with what his heart was capable of. In the midst of fear, he wanted to help people be less afraid.
Self goes away. Ego, bye-bye. The thing that matters are others. That's what life is about.
Oh, wow. Looks like I'm going to need
a
lot of Kleenex and a lot of tissues. Oh.
I need a second. Let's pause for a second. Well, that's a very powerful trailer because it doesn't just... There's so many factors that go into... Not factors, but there's so many layers to this documentary, and it's not just like an in memoriam and like, remembering and celebrating Robin Williams. It's a deeper dive into literally his final days and what a really deep look at what he was feeling and what he was battling, what he was struggling with. And one of the people it's like the closest to him is going to be in this documentary to tell the story, who was his wife.
Yeah.
So this is going to be really interesting, and this is something we definitely will be watching because we really, really loved his work. Obviously, a lot of people know him for, if you're a Disney fan, for the genie. Like, there'll be never be another genie like Robin Williams. And that's just like one of his many, many many credits in the entertainment industry. So this is going to be watching with a box, maybe 2 boxes of Kleenex.
No, that's a I mean, it's also just interesting to see how and what kind of a person Robin Williams was, to see a little bit more of just how caring and thoughtful and generous he was as a person.
Yeah.
And to see that this is like almost like, what would that be? Like kind of like the bane of people like him. You know, the fact that he is so smart, so quick-witted, and then he gets hit with something that attacks his brain like that.
Lewy Body Dementia.
To where, and the fact that it's like something that it sounded like it was very, very rare from what he had. And it wasn't really until after he died that they were really able to kind of understand exactly what was going on. And it just, the part that's really going to hit me is when they start talking about his declining health.
Yeah, and the fact that he felt it, like he knew something was not right already, and he tried and tried and tried and just like couldn't do it anymore. And like to kind of just look up a little bit more about the disorder, and it's just like it just really attacks you. And it's like mental health is already so serious, and to deal with like a rare form of it, that like you keep searching for answers and you don't know what the answer is because it's so rare. That's so hard. And so this is gonna be an interesting journey to go on as when we watch the documentary for sure.
And it's also interesting because when terrible things, terrible illnesses happen to such great people, it's also very interesting to see just how much more of this rare and unknown disease gets developed because of that person. So I'm hoping that in the end they're able to give like this hope and this uplifting side of it that just makes you go like, it's just to be a more intimate connection with Robin Williams.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to be able to see this movie and to experience more about Robin Williams' life because I grew up with him, I love him, and it was really hard when he died.
Yeah, it was a shock.
So
that is our thoughts on the trailer for Robin's Wish. That is what the documentary is called, and again, it will be available on wow, I said that backwards. On VOD, I believe September 1st, but I'll go ahead and correct myself in the description if I am wrong. Let us know what you thought of this trailer if you will be watching the documentary, and of course list us your top 3. I mean, it could be 1, could be 2, but if you have 3, give us your top 3 favorite Robin Williams moments. Or any sort of like, any sort of anything, like any of his work that really connected with you and things like that, how he's inspired you. List them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!